Hi, my name is Sam Connon, and this is my digital story about what I learned and the activities I did during a lifeguard certification course I took as a high school gym class. One of the rescues I learned was how to rescue an active victim that is struggling to swim and then bring them to the edge of the pool. The most important part of this rescue was learning how to calm the individual that is struggling down. Calming them down would make it so that they are not a harm to you or a harm to themselves. Another rescue that I learned and practiced many times was how to stabilize a passive victim's head with their arms. This was a very important task to learn because a lifeguard may not know if an individual is unconscious because of a head or a neck injury. Stabilizing the head and the neck made sure there would be no further damage to the neck or head of the victim. The most difficult rescue that I learned in this training course was the passive submerged victim that is in deep water. This was very difficult because it would require you to bring a victim from the bottom of the pool all the way to the surface. The tricky part of this rescue was using your lifeguard tube to your advantage in order to help bring you and the victim to the surface. We also learned how to take an unconscious victim out of the water using a backboard. This would always require the help of another lifeguard. The hardest part of this was making sure the individual was correctly positioned on the board and would not slide off of the board when removing them from the water. There was also a part of this course dedicated to learning how to properly inspect an unconscious victim to see if they were breathing. The following tasks after this inspection would be providing CPR, which was also an important part of this course. Throughout this course, we would have days assigned for games and activities. These games and activities would help strengthen our swimming endurance. One of the things we did were treading activities where we would pass objects in a circle and make sure that they did not touch the ground. Some of these objects included plastic chairs, physio balls, as well as weighted bricks. Another game we did was pool soccer, which is like water polo with a physio ball, but you can only use your feet and head in order to move the ball forward. And we would also do things like swimming races, where we would lap swim with the weight bricks that I talked about earlier, and we would bring them from one side of the pool all the way to the other. This was my digital story. Thank you for listening.